Cassidy Owen. I'm a gas foreman for Whitaker Construction.
Robert Powell. I'm with Arnold Construction and I'm a superintendent.
My name is Ruben with Tempest Enterprises and my title is foreman.
My name is Willie Rodriguez and I work in MC Green and Sons and I'm a pipe foreman.
Brad Amos, Project Superintendent, Wadman Corporation.
John King, Comp Construction, Superintendent.
Tyler Evans, I'm with Hughes General Contractors and I'm the Director of Field Operations.
Siona Halaliku, foreman for Reynolds Construction.
Armando Santos, I work for Geneva Rock. I am in the pavement preservations area. I've been with the company for 16 years. I am a field supervisor.
Brian Richmond, foreman at J&M Steel Solutions.
I love construction because I like running equipment.
One of the things I really love about construction is you never know what you're going to encounter each day. Every day is kind of a moving object, and you never know what's going to happen from day to day and hour to hour. The changes and just everything going on.
What I love to be in construction is, being in the field and challenge yourself every day.
I love being in construction because it's fun and I love my job.
What I like about construction the best is building the buildings and working with all the people.
And so why I love construction is building things, working with other people, and training guys.
I've always loved construction ever since I started. It's the camaraderie and the brotherhood and the friendships and the people. I mean, construction workers are my kind of people and that's what I've always loved about it.
I like working in construction because we get to work outside, we work with big iron, big equipment, and it's a really fun job.
What I like about construction is the fact that you can work with a team. Being out on the field and not be stuck in a cubicle. Have some sunlight, being out and about.
One thing I love about construction is being able to drive by and say, I built that.
Some of the things that I think makes a good leader is the ability to communicate, the vision, and being able to jump in and help out when needed.
What I think that makes a good team leader is knowing the job, making yourself approachable, having answers, and being involved.
I think you'd be a good leader is teaching everybody how do you do it so you can get the job done.
I think what makes a good leader is somebody that can, inspire people to do better and bring out the best in them. And, a good leader, I've always thought's a little bit of a, kind of like a psychologist or something. I mean, we've come across hundreds of different personalities and everybody has different things that push their buttons that gets the best out of them, and what works for one person doesn't necessarily work for another. But I just love, the camaraderie and trying to figure out different ways that we can reach our potential and trying to be an asset and a resource to people. I mean, it's not all about barking out orders and telling people what to do. I mean, really, I'm here to be kind of just a resource for them to get their job done.
I think what makes a good leader is communicating daily goals and motivating all team members.
All right, one of the things I think that makes a good leader is being flexible and being able to deal with all the different personalities on the job site and finding the different ways to work through the issues with the different personalities.
And what I think about being a good leader is coaching, teaching, and a good mentor. One thing I think that makes a good leader is communication with your guys and the willingness to listen to their input.
What I think makes a good leader is good communication, treating people with respect, and having a good game. What I make a good leader, is communication with your crew, with your team. Every day, let your crew know how well they're done.
I try to lead by example and be hands-on with the guys during our tasks.
I remind our guys to have each other's back, and I encourage our safety culture.
What I like about leading is I set myself as the standard. I wouldn't put my team members in harm's way. I wouldn't ask them to do anything I wouldn't do.
As a leader, I try to get down and help the guys, show them what's wrong and show them what's right, and help them learn.
I tried to be a good leader by leading by example. I also like to be able to help out when needed, jump in and show the guys how to problem solve when problems come up.
I try to be a good leader, teaching, understanding.
I try to be a good leader by having a good game plan set up, communicating that effectively to my crew, and then executing.
extremely important that the crews know that frontline leaders value their safety over anything else.
As a frontline leader, I value the safety of the crews, and I try to show them through patience and showing them how to do work the proper way so that they can work safe.
I think it's important for everybody to be involved with the safety, from the superintendent to the foreman to all the crews on site. One of the taglines at R&O is "Who's waiting for you at home?" and that's just kind of a real value for us. Who are you going home to? Is it your wife, your kids? Every part of your day can affect your ability to do that.
It's important to me that my guys know that I care that they make it home safely.
The most important thing for a frontline leader is to have the employees' engagement and to provide us the tools that we need to do our jobs safely.
I think frontline leaders should value their team members' safety every day. We want all team members to go home to their families every single day. It is very important to keep that value because you want to work to live, not live to work.
As a frontline leader, I believe safety comes first and make sure that everybody goes home safely every night.
I try to build my team's safety culture by making sure they all feel involved and that they feel that they can speak up at any time.
Here at R&O, we manage multiple subcontractors. We tried to bring the team together to one safe team to create a nice safety culture.
As a foreman for Tempest Enterprises, we have a triangle: safety, quality, and production. And I just want to make sure my guys understand our number one thing is safety.
At Wadman's, we have a safety indoctrination video that all subs are required to participate in prior to coming onto the job site, and that kind of sets the pace for the safety meetings and what we expect. And this video is made by all our superintendents. We all talk about different aspects of the job.
So we work hard to try to make sure that safety is at the forefront of everybody's mind. We do the daily Tyfoom safety videos to try to keep safety in the forefront. We also do weekly safety meetings on site. Another thing that we do is we try to empower our employees to where if you see anything that's unsafe at any time, you don't feel comfortable doing something, you see somebody else doing something unsafe, that you need to talk to them and talk to your supervisor immediately. We incentivize our employees that they can earn a handful of paid days every year by being safe on the job and doing the right thing.
I try to use humor and fun to strengthen our team's culture.
The things that I like to do for our safety culture is to support our team members to have the authority to stop production or work or anything that they feel unsafe. Is just stop, assess the situation, and if it doesn't feel right, then don't do it.
If I had to give advice to a frontline leader, it'd be to make sure everybody always feels involved.
My advice to another frontline leader would be to be always open to other options and ways of doing things, and make sure that you're doing everything in the safest way possible.
I gotta give any advice just to keep your team in the loop and communicate, number one.
My advice to young and upcoming future leaders is to be patient and do your homework and make sure you know what you're talking about.
Advice to another frontline leader would be get in and work with the guys.
If I had to give any advice to any up-and-coming leaders, I think the best advice that I would give is, first, you genuinely have to care about the people you lead. If you don't care about them and love them and genuinely want them to be better, it's hard to lead people effectively, and people can feel that and know where your intentions come from. So I'd say it starts with that. The other advice that I would give them is that we're here to lead to make other people better. They're not here at our convenience. We're really here at theirs, and we're here as a resource for them to get their jobs done and take it as such.
If I had to give advice to other frontline leaders, would be to have a good communication, listen to your crew, but ultimately the responsibility falls to you.
The advice I give to the new upcoming frontline leaders is to don't be afraid to ask questions. If you've been thrown in a position where you're learning a new job or a new type of work, ask the experienced people. Ask questions that will help you improve, get knowledge, And don't be afraid. People will not look down on you. You'll just make yourself that much more valuable to other team members, your company, and gain respect.
We build Utah.
We build Utah.
We build Utah.
We build Utah.
We build Utah. We build Utah. We build Utah. We build Utah.